On the phone with me right now, joining Dogstarz on Dogstarz Podcast, is an old friend of mine, Lori Ferguson. Lori is a fellow comic from years ago out in Calgary. Lori, how are you?
I'm awesome today.
Oh my gosh, you adopted a furry baby. Tell us all about Hershel.
Well, I'm kind of emotional about it, but yeah, I lost my dog 6 months ago, and she was 14 years old, and I honestly didn't think I could do it again just because it was so emotional and hard.
It is hard.
Then I saw this little face. People kept sending me dogs every day that needed rescuing, and I feel for every single one. You have no idea. But none of them were calling out to me until I saw Hershel's face.
What kind of dog is Hershel? He's adorable, by the way, with a little patch over his eye. What kind of dog is he?
Yeah, they don't know exactly because he was found at the dump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 3 puppies were just discarded at the dump.
Oh, that's awful.
You know, Judy, I cry every time I hear stories like this.
I know. It's just, what is the matter with people? At the very, very least, there's no judgment. Take them into a shelter. People aren't going to
hospital, even a people hospital. Put it in the door.
Absolutely. You are so right about that. That is just awful. So who was the group that got involved that got Hershel and his and the other pups out of that dump?
They're called ARCS, AARCS. I'm not sure what it stands for, but it's Alberta Rescue something or other.
Okay. And so they got the puppies from this dump, and how many puppies were there?
There was 3 of them, and now the other 2 are in foster homes, so I know they'll get homes.
Oh yeah, I mean, they look anything like Hershel, right?
They look nothing like him.
Oh really?
Nothing.
Oh wow, what do they, so tell us what breed you think Hershel is, first of all.
They think he's a collie mixed with a Saint Bernard.
Wow, you're gonna have a big dog on your hands.
That's what I thought until he showed up, because he met a dog that was the same age as him, and the other dog was way bigger, and it was an Irish Setter cross. And his paws are not as big as I thought they'd be. I don't think he's going to be that big. I really don't.
Oh, wow.
But if he is, he is.
Oh, my God. He is big.
I'll get a bigger bed.
Beyond adorable. And, Lori, you know, I wanted to get you on the phone because just last week I was chatting with Lenny Corrado, and Lenny's a tough comic. You know, his name is Lenny the Butcher on stage because he's a butcher by day and a comic by night. And he's a tough, you know, how you doing guy. And I have never seen sadder posts about him having to put his dog down, Max. And Lenny just said to me, actually reached out to me in a note on Facebook and said, I don't know if I can ever adopt again. And I know you lost your doggie about 6 months ago. And if you could say something to dog owners who feel like they will...
Also lost a cat. I lost my dog 6 months ago, and then 2 months later, my cat.
Oh, wow. Lori, I'm sorry to hear that. Isn't it awful?
Yeah.
It is just so devastating. And so what do you say to pet owners that say,
There's a dog or a cat out there that really needs you.
I know. And you're choked up. It's not like you know, that's what Lenny and I were talking about. You're not trying to replace that pet, but you're absolutely right. There's another doggy or another cat out there that really needs a home. And I mean, look at Hershel. He's the living proof of that. Found in a dump of all places.
I know, it breaks my heart.
You know, and you just would not have had room in your life for Hershel. I mean, you had a dog that was a big dog as well. And, you know, maybe...
It was also a rescue.
Oh, well,
I rescued her when she was 6 weeks old, and she was named after an antidepressant, and her name was Paxil.
That is such
my antidepressant.
That is such a great name. And did her little doggy tag actually say Paxil? Was it spelled like Paxil?
It is.
Oh, so you know, I'm just reaching out to people like Lenny and just letting them know that it is.
Hey, Lenny, adopt a dog. Lenny, adopt a dog when you feel it's right. He'll know the right time.
And that's the other thing. You do know the right time, right?
Yeah, I knew I wasn't ready until I saw this face. I saw lots of faces.
Yeah, because, and that's the thing, right? People don't know whether to send you posts or links or, I typically wait until somebody says to me, look, I think I'm ready now. And, I'll start to send them pictures and links and whatever. But you're right.
I had someone sending one every single day since Pax died. And I know that they meant well, but I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
It just upset me.
Wow. And so then you saw Hershel, and the rest is history. The pictures are just adorable. By the way, like I said, Lori is a fellow comic. She's out of Calgary. Lori, let's use this opportunity to give people your website, how they can get a hold of you. You're a very funny people. I know we're crying and we're talking about dogs, but you're an amazing
I actually
comic.
don't have a website. Isn't that crazy? But if you Google Lori Ferguson Ford, you can watch my portion of a Comedy Now special I did called Women of the Night.
Perfect.
If you Google my name, there's tons of stuff.
All right. So Lori Ferguson and Lori Ferguson Ford?
Yeah, I kept my married name because my initials spell LAFF, and he said keep her Ford. That's the thing.
If he gave you one thing, he gave you a great last name for comedy. I love it.
Yeah. Initials, LAFF.
That's funny. Lori Ferguson, Ford, laugh, and check her out on Google and book her. She's amazing. She's out of Calgary. And on top of that, the reason you should book her is because she has a big heart. And I know you've been involved with a number of animal charities out there.
I sure have, yes.
In Calgary, in Alberta, and yeah, we just, like we just said, there's just so many dogs and cats out there, rabbits, so many animals that need good homes. Something that Lenny said to me off air, and it's so true. He said, when he was putting Max down, they knew the day that they were going to put Max down. He said that because he was just really uncomfortable, he was really not feeling well. And he said neighbors were coming by with their pets to say goodbye to Max. And he said there was a woman who came by and she lost her bird. And he said prior to losing Max, he's like, a bird? It's been 2 years. Get over it. It's a bird. And then when we lost Max, he said, I get it. Like that was her little buddy that she had for all these years. It sat on her shoulder and talked to her. It doesn't matter what kind of animal it is. It's that unconditional love.
I dislike when people say it's just
Oh, isn't that awful?
Because they're not just they're family.
They are family. And you know what? That really brings up a good point, too. As much as I try to encourage folks to adopt and take a pet into their lives, it's family. And when it's family, hey, even sometimes you don't like your relatives, you'll always love your pets. But they are family from the beginning to the end. It's a big, big responsibility. So don't take it lightly. But we're both testament to this, that, animals are such an amazing contribution to your life. They're family.
Oh, there's nothing to take the place of them.
Yeah, it's true. I said to Lenny, I was joking around. I said, oh my God, it's like, when a family member dies. And he goes, it's worse.
It's worse, Judy.
It is.
It is worse because I don't decide to put down my aunt or my uncle or my mother or my father. Mm-hmm. You have to decide to end their life if they're in pain.
Oh, you're right. It's such a hard decision. And that's another thing, people always say you will know when is the right time to put your pet down. It's such an awful decision and you just hope you never have to make it. But they let you know.
Oh yeah, for sure they do.
Well, we're on to happy tales, and I'm so happy for you, Lori, because your pictures, your posts as well of Paxil were so sad. My heart went out to you because I have been there, and it's awful. But we are moving on to happier times. And Hershel, my goodness, he's a lucky boy. So you've got to fill me in. You've got to call me and give me some updates on Dogstarz about Hershel. Okay?
I will for sure. Lenny, get a dog!